Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get infinite shields with the Psyker. So while your shield is up, before it even dissipates, you can have another shield ready to go. This can be done with either the Brain Burst or the Surge ability. The really nice thing about this build is it can be used with all staffs. If you're not already familiar with the best blessings for your staffs, I'll be providing you those, as well as the best horde clearing melee weapon and the blessings for that, which is what you want for this build. And I'll be providing you the curio setup with the blessings for those as well. So our shield lasts for 25 seconds, but it has a cooldown of 40 seconds. So we have to make up a cooldown of 15 seconds. We're going to pick up 4 over here. We're going to pick up another 6 seconds in the gear. And all we need to do is kill 2 elites while our shield is up. And we will have our ability to cast the shield before the current shield even goes away. Now, even killing only 1 elite and using your shield while you have a warp siphon of 1 will give you a 1 second time in between casting shields. So your shield will go out and 1 second later you'll be able to cast the next shield. So all you have to do is manage to kill 2 elites while your shield is up, and you continuously can cast your shield. Even if you manage to kill only 1 elite, you'll be able to cast it in a second. And if you kill no elite, sadly, you will have to wait 5 seconds, a whole 5 seconds before you can cast it again, which really is not that bad. Worst case scenario with this build, you're going to have a 5-second cooldown in between shields. If you're using a Soul Blaze staff, you probably want to pick up Perilous Combustion and Wildfire. If you're using a Surge staff, you probably want to pick up Metal and Perfect Timing. It's even worth considering dropping the toughness down there and picking up Empathic Evasion. Other than that, the build is quite simple. You're going to take toughness on warp kills, toughness while quail. For the brain burst, we're coming this way, then we're coming down, and then we're coming down this way. And as you can see, the end right there. For Smite, it's basically the same thing. If you want to use a Surge Staff, then you'll take these 2 right here. And if you want to use a Soul Blaze Staff, then you'll take that right there. Otherwise, it's just coming down this way. We are going to take the +1 on the lightning, just in case we do have to do some crowd control with it real quick. We do control a lot of enemies, basically all the enemies, with that right there. And then you're just going to take it down the same way as you took the other build. No reason to go further since we are basically spamming shields with this build. If you're using the Rift Haven staff, you might want to use the Demios Blaze Force Sword. Otherwise, you're going to be using this one because it has the best horde clearing capability. For the most part, we're only using this in between throwing knives when there is a huge horde of basic trash with maybe mixed in a couple of ragers. For the most part, we're using our staff, throwing knives on the larger crowd, and then in between the knives on really large crowds, we'll switch to the sword. Now this gets infinite pushes. We have the ability to gain our peril on our block. So the way I do mine is Deflector and Unstoppable Power. You can also do Deflector and Slaughter. You're going to want either block efficiency or damage to flak armored and damage to maniacs. That would be your other option. We are going to have potentially more block in the tutorial. You have 2 options there, which I'll get to in a moment. For your staff, regardless of your staff, the blessings are Warp Nexus and Warp Fury. That's what you want for all staffs. Now for the Surge Staff, you'll want increased range critical strike and probably ideally bonus damage to Flak Jacket or Maniacs, or plus damage to elites over the specialists. For the Curios, you're going to run 2 toughness and 1 wound, or 2 toughness and 1 health. The blessings are going to be plus toughness, plus combat regeneration, and then you can have a mixture of block efficiency, and you might want to put 1 damage resistance to snipers. Even though you have basically infinite shields, sometimes it doesn't give the audible cue, and just in case you do get shot by a sniper before you can get the shield up, that sniper can hurt a lot. So you might want to put 1 damage resistance to sniper and 2 block efficiency in your Curios. And that is the infinite shield build and how you can build it for Smite and Brain Burst. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, share. It helps others find the video. I hope this helped.